In this video, we're going to take a look at the Shure SE 535 clear in-ear headphones. These are excellent headphones for musicians, audio engineers, and just for people who enjoy quality sound. They're great if you do video editing, audio production, or any creative work. Another thing I really appreciate about the Shure SE 535s is that they handle low end really well. They give a tight low end without it getting overwhelmed like a lot of smaller headphones do. The mid-range is smooth and it allows you to pick out all the different parts of your band while giving great clarity for the mids. The headphones have a nice sounding high end that doesn't get too overwhelming or too bright. What I really like about the SE535s is that they're sound isolating headphones. Shure includes a variety of different tips for the headphones, and you want to pick the ones that give you the best seal for your ears. This ensures that you don't have to crank them up quite as loud as you do other headphones to get the same audio quality, especially if you're in a musical environment where there's loud drums and guitar amplifiers and just a very noisy environment. What I really like about the 535s is they seal off the external sound so that you're able to protect your hearing and use lower sound volumes to hear yourself. I've used these with a variety of different in-ear monitor systems. Some are wireless, some are wired from Allen & Heath, Behringer, Shure wireless in-ear systems, and they all work great. I've also used them with a variety of MacBook Pros over the years for my video editing. I would not call the 535s a flat response headphone though. They're not necessarily the most accurate headphones, but they're great for hearing your instrument and for hearing cool parts about music. I really like them for playing electric guitar and bass because they really emphasize the mids and lows well, while also still providing clarity in the highs. The high frequencies with the 535s are a little bit interesting. It's not a smooth roll off as you get to the top of the frequency range, but it's kind of a scooped here and there. It's a little bit of a jagged looking frequency response graph. I've always found it to sound fine with lots of clarity, but some people don't like them because they're not a truly accurate monitor. If you're doing mission critical mixing where you need to know that your frequency response is flat, these probably aren't the headphones for you. But if you're doing a lot of work where you need to isolate sound, where you need to hear your guitar parts, where you need to play music with in-ears, then these are going to be really good for you. I've also found them really enjoyable for all genres of music, from jazz to metal, pop, anything in between. The 535s have been very reliable for me. I think I've had these for 5 or 6 years now. All I've had to do is change the cable out once or twice. The cables are supposed to be sweat resistant, but the ones I have, they've turned green on the inside, which tells you that some sweat has gotten in and it has corroded the wires some. But they still work fine. They still sound great. It wouldn't hurt to have a spare wire around with these if you're using them in a mission critical environment. The 535s are a triple driver design, which gives you excellent separation from your lows, mids, and your highs, especially when you compare it to single driver or dual driver headphones. Again, the key is getting a good seal though. Once you get a good seal with these, you're not going to have to crank them up quite as loud, and you're going to be really impressed with the sound quality. If you've used a pair of them and you've thought they sound lackluster, you probably need to try some different tips and see if you can get a better seal for your ears. I found these to be pretty comfortable to wear for a long period of time. Other people might not think so. Again, there's different materials with the tips, so I recommend just experimenting with it and seeing what works the best for you and your ears. These headphones are pretty expensive at around $450, but they're an investment into your hearing and your musical career. With in-ear monitors, whether you're a musician or you're just using them for other professional audio work, I recommend buying the nicest ones you can when you're looking to buy a set, and then also buying a cheaper pair to have as a backup in case anything happens to your main set. And these would be a great option to just go ahead and bite the bullet and get. A lot of people are getting into custom in-ear monitors lately that are molded specifically to your ears, but I've found that with these, if you get the right ear tips, you can make almost as good of a seal as buying custom ones, and you'll save quite a bit of money. Also, then you'll just be able to get a new pair, or you can get a new left or right one if you have any issues with a certain part of them. Parts and spare drivers are readily available on the internet, and there's a lot of people who even will get these custom recased for their ears because they sound so good. I've listened to interviews with several professional musicians and they have custom in-ears, and they end up going back to the Shure 535s because they do such a great job at allowing them to monitor their sound. These headphones are best suited for live performance and for just listening enjoyment. They're not going to be the best if you need absolutely accurate headphones. If you need full accuracy, then you might need to look elsewhere, or for some closed back over the ear headphones, or something that has a little bit more of a level frequency response chart than these. These definitely have some interesting stuff going on in the highs. It translates really well for live performance and for hearing all the different parts of your band and mix, but it's not as good for if you're tone shaping or if you're working on mixing a track that is going to go on a variety of different speakers. So overall, I highly recommend the Shure SE 535 headphones. They've got 3 drivers. They sound great. They're clear. The sound profile is not bad at all. It's just not a fully flat profile. If you're in the market to get some sub 500 in-ear monitors, I would definitely recommend picking up a pair of these and then just buying a pair of KZ headphones, using those as your backup. Shure also makes a Bluetooth module for these headphones if you want to use them wirelessly with your phone. They also work just fine with Apple devices using the Lightning to 1/8 inch adapter or a USB-C to 1/8 inch adapter for an iPad Pro. If you're interested in buying a pair of Shure SE 535s, I have links for these in the description below. Thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any upcoming content.